The New England Patriots continue to do so. 9-1. They beat Rob Parker's Philadelphia Eagles. And yes, yours. Because for some reason, you think Philadelphia is all that.
Oh, but you picked them too. Didn't you pick them too this weekend?
No, I picked Dallas to win that division.
No, but I'm talking about for that game. Didn't you pick them, Philly?
Yeah, I thought because New England has struggled on the road.
Wentz in a lifetime.
I was very, and honestly, I was very disappointed in Wentz.
I agree.
Granted, the last throw could have been caught by Aguilar.
It could have been.
Could have been caught. But Wentz, he was uncharacteristically off.
I agree. And that game,
stunning.
It's funny you say that because so was Tom Brady.
Yes, uncharacteristically.
No, I'm saying.
So,
but
you admit it was uncharacteristic.
But this is
because you act like it's characteristic.
But this is more and more when you start to look at Tom Brady's numbers, Chris. You got to be a little concerned. Do you see it? You're at least an honest Tom Brady critic.
I keep it
You're
real.
honest. There are some people who will refuse to say anything negative about Tom Brady, and I'm just being honest. If you're watching and you're looking at the numbers, they aren't pretty. He didn't throw a touchdown yesterday, right? Edelman threw it.
Right.
He didn't even have a touchdown.
The offense has struggled, and he's admitted that himself. I'll get into my critique, but here's Tom Brady. He wasn't happy after the game.
How would you describe the offense at this point in the year?
Up and down. That's what it looks like to me. So, yeah, we probably do everything better.
How would you describe your defense?
They're doing a great job, keeping us in every game.
Tom, are you discouraged right now? A little different than you guys just won.
Yeah. Well, we just played for 3 hours, so I think everyone's a little tired.
Obviously, you can hear he is not happy.
He is pissed.
He sounded like Belichick there. That was after the game, and then today on the radio, is it WEEI
in Boston? Yeah.
He doubled down.
The strength of our team is our defense and our special teams. So on offense, we've just got to, we got to take advantage when we get opportunities, and understand that where our strengths lie, and try to play to them, and not give any short fields and not turn the ball over, and try to take advantage when we get into the red area to score touchdowns. And that's kind of where our offense is. That's kind of where our team is.
I think that's an honest assessment. Now,
hello, he said, "It's me. You smell me? You smell me?
No,
I stink.
No, stop it. Stop it. All right, now you said I'm the honest observer. I'm gonna give you some honesty. He does look maybe not like a typical 42-year-old, because typical 42-year-olds don't even play in the league, let alone start. But it does look like you're seeing some age. Okay, his last 7 games, he's completed. He's got a passer rating of 80.6.
Not good.
He's got 7 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
Which is shocking, Chris. Those are shocking numbers right
there.
So
but here's the thing. Last year, at this very same time, we were saying the same thing. That's where your famous clip you always like to use, worst throw by Tom Brady in 10 years. DJ Teicher, can we get that? Worst throw by Tom Brady in 10 years. Right?
Worst throw in 10 years by Tom Brady.
That was last year at this same point.
He didn't have 7 touchdowns and 5 picks, Chris.
No. And
the numbers
again,
were better. The numbers were better than this.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and act like he's individually having a great year. But to put it all on him is just disingenuous.
But the defense...
Who's he throwing to? Julian Edelman this, Julian Edelman that. Julian Edelman is the type of receiver who is dependent on the outer receivers. He needs threats on the outside to be effective. I know he's catching the most balls, but he's your leading receiver. Ben Watson, who I love, but he's old. Rex Burkhead, Philip Dorsett, that's my point. So let's not put it... Tom Brady, as a younger man, could make gold out of some other substance.
That.
He could do a lot with a little. Now at 42, no shame in this. He can't.
All right.
He needs receivers who can make things happen, and he doesn't have them. And that's why their offense can't move. They know their passing game isn't great. That's hurting the running game. So there you have it. But Baltimore looks dangerous. But let's be honest. If you had to pick, other than Baltimore, is there a team you would say you think will beat New England in the playoffs?
I got 3 teams in the AFC. The way Tom Brady's playing, I got 3 teams that could beat the Patriots.
This is
right?
just in
The
line
Ravens?
with your persona. You don't who? The Ravens? Okay, I'll give you that.
I got
I would love it to be the Chiefs. They're
the
my
Chiefs
pick for the Super Bowl.
I got the Chiefs. I'm telling you.
They got their warts.
I understand.
You know that.
They do all over their nose, and they're ugly. But I still would say that the Chiefs, if you told me for one game, could outscore them, and Patrick Mahomes
Okay,
has a
so
great
they
game.
wouldn't- So you're saying they
I'm
wouldn't
saying
expose? They don't have the offensive firepower to expose Kansas City's defense.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay,
The way that Brady's playing right now. Okay. And the other one would be
Brady. Let's keep it real, Rob. Brady, you act like it's all on Tom Brady.
No, but I'm just saying, offensively, they wouldn't be able to keep up. And number 3 would be Houston on a great day. Not every day. Houston on a
yesterday. Not yesterday.
No, they were awful yesterday. God awful. But I'm talking about on a great day. We've seen Watson do it, Chris. Those would be the 3 teams. I'm just saying who could beat them in a one game.
That's a lot of
one
wishful
game.
thinking. The only team you essentially agree with me. Yeah, on any given Sunday,
I get it.
If the sun shines and it's a beautiful day for Kansas City, sure they can beat anybody. Same thing with Houston. But really, day in day out, the only team in the AFC you see that looks better overall than New England is Baltimore.
I get it. The way that they're playing now, but earlier in the year, we liked the way Houston was playing. Would you admit that?
Yeah, they're just
I'm just saying,
they're
right, but we did see them light it up.
I'm not going to give up on Kansas City.
Okay, and that's your pick. That's your guy.
Right, I'm going to stick
He
with
could
them.
get hot.
Oh, yeah.
And he brought them back last year in the AFC Championship game in the second half after getting shut out in the first half, right?
Right.
So all I'm saying is those are the 3 teams right now in the AFC. I mean, Sam Darnold did play well, too, this past week. I'm not saying that they would beat them.
Are you
I'm
holding
not.
out hope that they're going to make the playoffs?
No, I'm not holding out. But all I know is right now, Sam Darnold's playing better than Tom Brady. Did you hear me sound the alarm? Sam Darnold.
That was the weakest sound the alarm I've
Sound
ever
the
heard you
alarm.
say. You did not say that
I
with
did.
gusto.
My chest
That's
is
not
out.
the I'm writing, I'm ripping Rob Parker.
Sound
that
the
I know.
alarm.
Listen to that. That was heartless. You didn't even mean it. You know you couldn't say that.
Man, but there we are. Tom Brady, he is what he is. And right now,
So are
it's
you saying
stinky.
he's done?
He looks like a guy who'll be. I'm ready for this. Tom Brady will not, NOT, be on the New England Patriots next year. I'm convinced more now than ever after watching this stretch that they will part ways. New England will move forward because he looks like a 42-year-old. He might wind up at Los Angeles.
What if they
with
win
the
the Super Bowl?
Chargers?
I
What if
think
they
I'm
don't?
moving to Mexico.
What if they get there?
What if they don't? I'm
They
just saying the way
won't. I would think they
the way
won't,
that they're
but
playing right now.
Who's the alternative?
I just told you.
No, for them.
Oh, for New England?
Yeah. Who's the Stidham?
No,
Jared Stidham?
No, Kaepernick. You know how Bill Belichick is.
I mean, keeping it real.
I'm not-
Robert Kraft. You supposed to be about social justice,
right? You
He's
freed
Jay-Z's
Meek Mills.
boy though, but I don't know
You
if
freak-
Jay-Z's down with Cap anymore.
Right? Well, I don't know if
know.
anybody who is down.
I'm down with him. I'm letting y'all know that's a preview. I'm down with Cap.
I'm over Cap. How about
All right,
that?
All right, go ahead. Run away.
I ain't running away. I'm calling it like I see it.
All
I said
right.
I'm over him. I admire the man for what he's done. I'm over it.
All right, 877-99 on Fox. Save the Cap comments.
We're gonna get there.
Get to
No,
that in the
we're-
next
right.
hour. This is about Tom Brady. Is he, Tom Brady, TB12, the GOAT, the reason the Patriots offense is struggling?
Struggling.
And
yes.
should we expect him to be with the Patriots next season? 877-99 on Fox. Your turn to weigh in. It's the Odd Couple. What's your take on Tom Brady? Is he the reason that the 9 and let me say it this way, not that the 9-1 New England Patriots are struggling? That's how desperate Rob Parker and his flunkies are
that's
to
not
kill
desperate.
the New England Patriots. They're 9-1,
But they haven't beaten
didn't-
anybody.
Oh, really?
That's the problem.
Philadelphia and walking
Stop.
to him Wentz. That's nobody.
We mean once in a lifetime.
Whatever his name is, you love him, but now he's a nobody.
Well, he can't beat him.
All right, let's see what you guys
Tom
think.
Brady didn't throw a touchdown, and the Eagles didn't win the game.
You don't get mad
Wasn't
when
that game
Aaron
in
Rodgers
Philly?
doesn't throw a touchdown and
But
they
he
win.
wins.
Oh, 9-1. John in Virginia, you're on with Chris and Rob.
What's up, John?
What's up?
What's
How
happening,
you?
man?
What's that?
Hey, John,
Let's
did
go.
you call
got
us
something
or
to say?
what?
Let's go.
Hey, done.
Trucker Don in Boston, you're on with Chris and Rob, the odd couple. My man.
Yo, Don.
Trucker Don always brings the horn and he brings the heat. Don, sick Rob. That's all I'm going to say. Sick him.
Okay, hi guys. Great show as always. Well, except for Rob's part, but
Wait
great
a minute.
show as always.
Hey, Don, make
Put
sure.
him in his place,
Don,
Don.
you make sure you go to Amazon.com and get my book. It's the least you could do.
I will get the new book. I cannot wait to read the chapter where you take the Packers out of the power rankings for losing to the lowly Chargers.
He
and
never
put
will.
the Patriots up and put the Patriots up where they belong.
Right.
I mean, come on now.
All right, you wishing for a Christmas gift. Go ahead, Don. What's your point?
Well, my point is pretty simple. Dak Prescott having a pretty good season, don't we think?
Yes, indeed.
He hasn't beaten anybody
Dak
either.
Prescott.
He beat the Lions without
Hold on.
Stat Padford.
Don, at the beginning of the season, I told people Dak Prescott is en route to becoming elite. And I stand by that proudly, and it's happening.
He's close. He's on the precipice. But my point being that Dak Prescott, who's playing pretty good football, he got enough points to beat any team against the Lions. So that's Dak Prescott playing good. That's not his defense giving up a lot of points back. So, you could throw that one out. He played a good game.
Yes, but
440 yards, was it, or something?
well, can we talk?
Impressive.
Can you tell me about Tom
Quickly
Brady?
about Brady, Don.
Brady
quickly.
didn't throw a touchdown.
Well, okay. Superman doesn't even take off his glasses if he doesn't need to even go into the phone booth. So he hasn't needed the phone booth yet.
He has 7 touchdowns and 5 picks in his last 7 games.
He's saying he's saving it for the playoffs.
What is that?
Kind of like he did last year, saving it for the playoffs.
Thanks.
Let's go to Tim in Naples, Florida. Tim, you're on with Chris and Rob.
Hey, guys. Big-time fan, first-time caller.
Thank you, Tim.
I just wanted to say I think it's more – I don't think it would be Tom Brady's fault, just with the unit itself just isn't very good. I think Tom Brady is actually elevating it to a point because, I mean, if you compare it to someone like that we know is not good, like the Jets overall, I would say, have a better offensive unit than the Patriots if you go player to player. The Jets have a deep threat. They have a better running back.
But
Right.
Tim, seriously, you're accepting Tom Brady's 7 touchdowns
They're
and 5 picks?
9-1.
But he hasn't played well, Tim. Can you acknowledge that?
No, he hasn't played well. He hasn't played up to the standard of the GOAT, so we can say that. He hasn't played up to the standard, but I think if you take Tom Brady off that team, they're probably maybe 5 or 6 wins.
Do you think even that? I don't even think that.
No, I mean, their offensive line, they're back, like their third tackle, lost their center, undrafted rookies at wide receiver, and I don't think Tom Brady is what he was at 32, but I still think that he is the reason that not the reason their defense is the reason, but he is part of the reason why they're even 9-1.
Let's go to Adam in D.C. Adam, you're on with Chris and Rob.
Hey, what's good, man? Glad to have you guys on in D.C., man. Great show.
We love being on down there in D.C.
I love D.C.
Hey, good stuff, good stuff. Hey, Rob, man, you tripping, man. You talking about a 40-year-old man on a 9-1 team. Come on, bro.
Thank you.
It's the reason why he hasn't played anybody. It's because they tend to give the champions an easier route. He's the champion number 1, and I'm not even a Brady fan, but like I know enough to know that he's not the reason. And it sounds weird saying the reason why they're 9-1. Like, come on, man.
No, but it ain't a record could be deceiving, Adam. You smell that? That's Tom Brady. He didn't even throw a touchdown this week. Tom Brady is stinky. He's lucky they have a good defense that held the Eagles to just 10 points. They stink. That's why they're winning. It ain't about Tom Brady.
One more thing, Rob. At no point did he throw more interceptions than he thrown touchdowns in any game this year. So he's not hurting them, man. So you know what, man? I'm rocking with Brady, man. He's the GOAT. He's a legend, man.
Adam,
All right, let's
very
go.
intelligent.
No, not at all.
Intelligent.
We
call,
love having
Adam.
people from D.C., but not Adam. I'm kidding. Sean in Sacramento, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
Man, what's up, fellas? How we doing
What's
today
up,
on this
brother?
Magic City Monday?
Oh, you already know.
I hear you making it rain facts over there, Rob.
Facts?
We got to be real, y'all.
They 9-1.
We got to be real. The Patriots are playing the AFC least
Yes.
and the NFC least all year long. Who's not
terrible.
going to have a record like that, Chris? Let's be
Buffalo,
honest.
the Jets, and
Chris knows it. Chris is just, once again, he's
Miami.
doing his Brady love. Just
I
like
know. I'm spitting facts.
Sean, he was
I
all
don't
about
bring feelings
He
to
was
a
all
fact
about.
fight.
It was all about Kyle Allen too. Kyle
Oh
Allen
no!
is the next.
Stop it!
catch
Don't even
me
go
out.
there.
Tom Brady.
Let's be real.
I was not all that. Go ahead, Sean.
I was just going to say, man, Bill Belichick knows that team wasn't ready. That's why they picked up AB at the beginning of the year. And they're still trying to make moves in the middle of the season, man. We got to be honest. This
Who's
team
his
is not
best
halfway
receiver?
developed on offense.
But is it Brady or does he have any receivers other than Edelman, who's a pedestrian receiver?
But Brady's claim to fame is always he does more with less.
Right.
So now what happened?
He's 42.
It's because
At
his skills have
42, he
eroded.
can't do it.
Right, because his skills
But
have
give him some
eroded.
most players can never do it with less.
Sean, thanks for the
no
call.
matter the age. All right, Dak Prescott. Remember, y'all, I told you. En route to becoming elite. Did I
Are
not
we
say
really
that?
talking about this? Oh, my God.
En route to becoming elite, he threw for over 400 yards yesterday, and now Fox NFL analyst LeVar Arrington wants you to start putting a little respect on his name. Respect and respect.
You appreciate you.
It's great to have you on, my man.
I'm going to try to bring my A game.
Hey,
We already know you
we know
will.
you do. We know you do. Let's start with Dak Prescott. You are one that believes I've said from the beginning he is en route to becoming an elite quarterback, and Rob has tried to fight me on it, but it's obvious now.
It ain't obvious to me.
You're one that thinks he should be high in the MVP conversation. Explain to us why.
Well, hold on now. I didn't say high.
Okay.
I said he should be in the conversation.
So now is that a deep conversation? Like, I agree he's probably 5 or 6 deep.
Yeah, it's probably 4 or 5 in the hole, but he's in the conversation. I mean,
Right.
I think that's a compliment in itself to be a 4-loss team and still be playing well enough where you could be in the overall MVP conversation. I think he should be proud of that. I mean, it's something to build on.
LeVar, are you ready? Stop it! What are you talking about? Here's the problem. Dak has yet to beat a team with a record over 500. His 6 wins are against the Giants twice, the Redskins, the Dolphins, the Eagles, and the Lions. Those teams are combined with a 44-1 record. Dak Prescott's MVP talk is fraudulent. You couldn't even buy a hot dog with it. It's a fake $3 bill. Nothing that he's done. No,
Can you
talking
let our
about it?
guest talk? My
I'm
goodness.
sorry. Go ahead, LeVar.
But no, I like it. I have to deal with that with Whitlock as well. So it's all right. I got it, and I understand it. But my response to that would be, in those losses that take place, he's generally, and I hate to indict him like this, but he's generally losing games where the Cowboys are getting out-coached. So it's not that it's his performance is the reason why they lost those games. If you look at his stat lines are strong even in those losing efforts.
Wait a minute,
It's
LeVar.
more so to me, he's getting out-coached.
Did you see the game
I
against
agree with
New
that.
England? Against New Orleans? They lost to
I
a
did.
team without Drew Brees, a team that didn't even score a touchdown, and Dak Prescott couldn't win that game?
4 other teams lost to that team with Teddy Bridgewater as well.
Thank you.
Without
But
scoring a touchdown?
I mean, for what it's worth, Teddy Bridgewater could be in the MVP conversation slightly as well, with the way that he carried those New Orleans Saints through that 5-game stretch that Drew Brees was out. So
Your
I'm
MVP
not trying
list
to throw
runs
the
deep.
MVP race around lightly, but since you threw New Orleans out there, New Orleans is a pretty good team with pretty good structure, with pretty good coaching, last I checked, and I think that structure is probably the difference as to why Teddy was able to get in and have success, and they were able to beat the Dallas Cowboys. But yes, Dak should
his body of work says that he should be in the conversation. Now, I don't think that he's in contention of winning it. He's not a threat to win it, but he should be respected enough to be in the conversation.
The guy that is leading it, Lamar Jackson. I mean, you were a linebacker. First, talk about the difficulties that he presents for linebackers with all their deception and play action and so on and so forth. And then, of course, his running ability. But also, how sustainable is what he's doing? Like, I just wonder if at some point teams will either figure it out with tape or he might get injured with running so much.
I think that's the great unknown. I don't think we know how talented Lamar Jackson is. So it's difficult to try to say how sustainable is it because no one is really hitting him. You know, it's crazy. I did play against Mike Vick, and I caught up to him a couple times. We poked fun. He was on the show today. We talked about how eventually we started catching up to Mike Vick a little bit and getting hits on him. I can't believe that there's any guy that is so athletically gifted that guys, for one time, like one play, can't catch up to him and give him a hit that possibly alters the rest of his career. That's a hard proposition for me to say that wouldn't happen, and how long can he go before something like that happens. But with that being said, I know everybody has to account for somebody on the defensive side of the ball. And when you have a quarterback that is gifted and can run, you got to try to account for him, and generally you try to put a spy on him or somebody's going to watch him. The thing that I'm saying with Lamar Jackson is that he is more athletic than anybody that they're putting on him to try to spy him or to try to, limit his ability to get to the open field and run. His decision making is so like it's really, really superior, and it seems very mature and well thought out. I don't know that we've seen a guy who protects the ball, throws when it's time to throw, runs when it's time to run. I don't know that we've seen a guy quite of his ilk thus far. So it's hard. It's hard to say if it's going to go one way or the other in terms of longevity, success-wise, or injury.
Former Pro Bowl linebacker LeVar Arrington joining the Odd Couple.
Hey, LeVar, a lot of people, when you look at scouting in the NFL and different things, people, I just can't get over, I guess, how bad some of the scouting is. People were telling Bill Polian said that he should try out as a wide receiver and that he couldn't be a quarterback in the NFL. And a lot of people were saying that about Lamar. I want to say LeVar.
Yeah.
Lamar.
It's a tongue twister.
It is a tongue twister.
But I happen to be LeVar, so I don't get twisted up. I know him and I know me. So
right, so you're good on that. But what do you make of that, though, how some people could be so wrong? Bill Polian is in the Hall of Fame as an evaluator of talent and GM, but how could people be so wrong about this kid?
Well, I think when you have someone as talented as Lamar is, and you have not seen exactly what he represents, you're going to go down the side of conventional wisdom. And there's nothing wrong with erring on the side of caution and using conventional wisdom, especially if you want to see a guy make the right decision for what his career could look like, or the right decision for a GM to make. But then you get into somebody who gets it the way that our the GM for I don't know why I'm blanking on his name. He just retired. He's a Hall of Famer. I mean, come on.
Not Polian, Bill Polian?
No, tight end, Ravens.
No, you're talking about the Ravens.
Yes.
Ozzie Newsome.
Ozzie
Newsome. Ozzie Newsome. I don't know why I stuck on that, but I mean, he saw what he needed to see and knew what he needed to know, and obviously has been a genius on evaluating talent and seeing potential and what guys can bring to the table. So I just think that Bill Polian was bringing to the table what he felt was the best interpretation for him as it applied to what he felt Lamar's skill set would be best served in the league.
LeVar, we got about 90 seconds left. What's your take on the Kaepernick situation from this weekend?
Well, in 90 seconds, I'll say
right. I'm sorry about that.
What I came away with is not running a 40-yard dash, not running multiple receiver routes, not going through read progressions and different things like that. I felt as though it wasn't 100% or even close to 100% about it being football related. And my conclusion, this is where I come to today. This is where I'm at. I have no problem with Colin Kaepernick wanting to be a football player or wanting to be someone who fights for social justice. Just tell us what you want. Tell us what you're doing, because I just feel like everything has kind of been put together. It's all meshed together now. I don't know.
Can he want both?
Are fighting for
Can
Kaepernick
he want both?
Or fighting for social justice?
Can he want both, LeVar? Is that possible?
Yeah, why not?
Right.
You can want both. I like burgers and fries, man. I don't feel like I got to choose between a burger and the fries. Matter of fact, if I want to add a shake, I just got to tell them that I want a milkshake, a burger, and fries. I just think if Cap just tells everybody what his intentions are, I think he would be more. And listen, from his following, he's fine, right?
Right.
But I think if he wanted to garner more respect from NFL GMs and execs or from the media, and you guys ask yourself this question, if he was just honest and said, listen, as Colin Kaepernick, this is what I want to get accomplished, wouldn't you respect it more if he just told you, I do want to represent social injustice, but I also want to represent Colin Kaepernick in this way?
And here's
right?
Well, I think
that.
he's told us without saying it. I mean, I think he's always said he wants to stay in the NFL.
But here's my problem.
NFL, and he hasn't, waffled on his commitment to the social justice.
Here's my other problem, too, is you can't say you don't trust the NFL, but you're going for a trial for the NFL. If you don't believe in the institution and what they've done to you, it doesn't make sense to me. I wouldn't want to work there. I wouldn't want to be there. I wouldn't want to be there.
Have African Americans always trusted America?
No, but
the United States government.
But
we fought for it. We've worked for it.
No, but that's not my.
That is not.
No, you got it wrong.
We haven't trusted trusted this country.
But all right, we'll do more of it.
LeVar, great
Thank
stuff,
you, buddy.
man. We should have went. Hey, it's the Odd Couple. I'm Chris. He is Rob, and we want to encourage all of you to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
That's right. You can listen to us on the radio, and now you can watch us as well, and it's fun.
No question about it. And remember, oh yeah.